everyone, welcome to class 7 Science. In the chapter Nutrition in Animals, the 5 stages of nutrition are injection, digestion, absorption, assimilation and ejection. In this module we are going to cover the digestion, absorption, assimilation and ejection stages. Let's get into the topic. Digestion. Digestion is the process of breaking down of complex food into small particles. This is the human digestive system parts. There are many organs involved in this process and there is a lot of activity happening in every organ. In human beings, the journey of the food begins at the mouth and ends at the anus. Digestion is the process by which food is broken down into simpler substances that can be absorbed and used as nutrients. The 5 main components of nutrients are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. The salivary glands secrete saliva that lubricates and moistens the food. The moist food is easy to swallow. The partly digested food is swallowed through pharynx and goes down the food pipe that is called the esophagus. Imagine this tube is the esophagus, that is the food pipe tube. When the bolus enter inside the mouth, the muscles in the walls of the esophagus contract and relax during the swallowing. The antagonistic action, antagonistic means it is acting in opposite direction. The action of these muscles produces wave-like contraction called peristalsis. So this peristaltic movement pushes down the food quickly to the stomach. Now we will see how digestion is happening inside the stomach. Stomach is a highly muscular and elastic organ. The bolus is churned in the stomach for further digestion. The stomach wall contains gastric glands which secrete gastric juices. Gastric juices consist mainly of water, digestive juices, hydrochloric acid and mucus. Digestive juices break down the protein in the bolus to simpler particles. Thus, protein digestion begins in the stomach. And then the hydrochloric acid kills any bacteria which may enter the stomach with food and aids digestive juices in the digestion of proteins. And mucus helps to protect the stomach wall from damage due to hydrochloric acid. The continuous movements of the muscular walls of the stomach churn the food, mixing it with gastric juices and helping to partially digest the food, which is called chyme. The chyme is then passed into the small intestine. This is the digestion process happening inside the stomach. Now we will see how digestion is happening inside the small intestine. Small intestine receives the secretions from 2 glands. They are gallbladder and pancreas. The green color organ is the gallbladder and the yellow organ is the pancreas. The liver produces bile, which is a thick yellowish liquid and passes it to the gallbladder. And this gallbladder stores bile before it is secreted to the small intestine. Bile helps to break down the fat into easily digestible small droplets. Digestive juices then act on these droplets for further digestion. Pancreas secretes pancreatic juice that converts starch into simple sugars, proteins into amino acids, and fats into fatty acids and glycerol. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins, which are a vital part of a diet. Fatty acids, which can be absorbed into the blood, are the building blocks of fats. Glycerol is the secondary product of fat digestion. Final products of digestion are carbohydrates gives glucose, proteins gives amino acids, and fats gives fatty acids plus glycerol. Thus, the process of digestion converts large and insoluble food particles into small water-soluble particles. Now we will discuss the next stage, absorption in small intestine. After digestion, chyme passes into the small intestine. The walls of small intestine contain folds that provide a large surface area, thereby making the small intestine well suited for the function of absorption. The inner walls of small intestine also have millions of finger-like projections called villi that further increase the surface area. The chyme is moved along further due to the action of muscles in the walls of the small intestine. This helps in further absorption of nutrients from the chyme. Liquid chyme then passes into the large intestine where water and minerals are absorbed. A good supply of blood in the villi facilitates the transportation of nutrients absorbed from the digested food. It needs to be noted here that it is the nutrients and not the digested food which are passed directly to the blood. So this is the absorption process which transporting the digested food particles across the stomach into the bloodstream. The next stage is the assimilation. Blood carries nutrients to all parts of the body. The nutrients are then used to provide energy for the growth and repair of tissues. After most of the nutrients have been absorbed in the small intestine and the remaining content called the feces passes along the large intestine. And the last stage is the ejection. It is the process of removal of undigested food from the body. In the large intestine, most of the water is reabsorbed from the feces into the blood. Due to this, the feces become less bulky. The last part of the large intestine called rectum, which stores the feces for some time. Feces are then passed out from the body through anus as stool. The act of expelling the feces is called ejection or defecation.